Oh my fucking god.
Hello.
What's wrong?
Hmm.
Okay.
Working.
Why are you texting me instead of calling me?
Oh, my headphones big.
Oh, I was talking on my feelings, man. So easy. Just good old trust me, that's
Depends on the time, I guess. But it's not going there.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. On the run, it's Henderson. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in
That's
their own
crazy,
end.
Derek.
They
That's
get 4 on the
bullshit.
ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Race. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, Total Rockman. He shows you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Shakes off the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of a better job really selling pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's 4.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
To the air on 1st down. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Buying some time. Lets it fly. And the pass
That's
is
the fucking ball, bitch.
Big hit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 28 to Kentucky. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer.
Unloads it downfield. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Lowers those pads. The 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into a half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, he avoided the negative play and sack.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Comes out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
These fans raising the 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 35 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Oh my fucking God, that's a pick. What the fuck? Keep saving this.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. They're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Vasquez. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the 1st down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking to pass.
Oh, that's a fade, bro. What the fuck?
And they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Hey, bro, they working now. Ain't no fucking way.
They desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Got his man quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB.
The extra point is blocked. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He wants to throw. He's going for it all. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give them a little bit of confidence.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gators will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking
What the fuck was that?
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Running behind that left side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this,
Oh, he's gay. He's chewing inside the clock.
But you got to stop the run first.
He breaks a tackle. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
Oh, my boy is desperate for the win. He is chewing the clock.
Call it so. 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Okay, so I need this one.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Surging forward on the sneak.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
It came down to the final quarter. Much played, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.